Ubuntu. It's a well-known saying here in parts of southern Africa. It means I am what I am because of who we all are.
And who we all are a people yearning to make our lives better and to work together with the rest of the world.
And Africans increasingly want to play a role in that world. Today across Africa, the power of Ubuntu is giving millions of people hope about the future of their continent.
I do believe that Africa is a rising continent.
People working together to lift their nations from the ashes of war, famine, death, disease, AIDS, and corruption.
And what gives you the optimism?
I suppose the will of the people to actually be stronger, and to do something and to make it better.
Surveys show there are few corners of this vast land where optimism, especially among young people, isn't rising.
It's true that Africa does face many problems, but I think that it's not insurmountable. I think that there is a lot of hope for the youth that we as a continent can pull through.
From the International Monetary Fund to the World Bank to influential business magazines, experts point to a vibrant and changing Africa. Some even liken it to an African renaissance.
It's growing. It's growing. It's going to be like the same as the other countries, the other top countries soon.
This year, 8 of the 20 fastest growing economies in the world will hail from Africa. The continent's overall economy is expected to grow in the years to come at a rapid rate of 5 to 8% annually.
Certainly, I think in the next 10 to 15 years, given the GDP estimates of Africa, the population and the services available, it certainly could be a place to invest your money.
George Nichols runs a multi-million-dollar consultancy group out of Johannesburg, South Africa. He says much of Africa's growth is fueled by an exploding middle class that numbers around 400 million and climbing.
A lot of domestic spend goes on mobile phones, a lot of domestic spend goes on beverages and alcohol, staple foods. And outside of that, where you see the growth now is actually in banking services. So cell phones and telecommunications have brought banking to Africa. And once you bring banking to people, businesses start to flourish.
And this is the new Africa story, a continent that is consuming like never before on shopping malls that are sprouting up all over the place. People buying cell phone technology, opening up bank accounts, buying homes, cars, food, clothes. You really get a sense that Africa is finally moving ahead.
The World Bank says up to 40% of the gross domestic product of some of the largest African economies is fueled by the service sector.
And you have disposable income now to spend?
Yes.
Yeah. And
yeah,
do you
I work now, I'm currently employed and I'm happy with my job.
Do you worry about debt?
No, I'm 16. I think that's my parents' job.
Good answer.
One gets the sense that there is a lot of excitement about Africa. Africa's time has come.
Trevor Ngube is a successful Zimbabwean media mogul. He owns several leading newspapers and other business enterprises across the continent. He's thrilled that Africa is now the third fastest growing economic region in the world after Asia and the Middle East.
Seeing my generation, and more so our children and people younger than me who are passionate about the continent, who see this being the place that the whole world is going to stand up and pay attention to in the next 20, 30, 40 years to come.
Nikki Newton-King is preparing for it. She helps run one of the largest stock exchanges in Africa. King says investors, both inside and outside the continent, are looking for ways to play Africa.
I think that the whole emerging market appetite is ticking up. I think Africa is the undiscovered continent and the undiscovered emerging market.
Are there still serious problems plaguing the continent? Absolutely. Africa faces new challenges every day, and experts say investors should be prepared for the long haul.
People must understand that investing in Africa is not for sissies. People must understand that there are going to be risks, and they need to understand the nature of those risks.
But if the trends continue, Africa will play an increasingly important role in the world, and perhaps too as a strategic and vital engine of the global economy. George Thomas, CBN News in Johannesburg, South Africa.